Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Old Man Cal. Feeling kind of old today too. So this is the first day of my stay at the heart clinic, and I promised you I would come talk to you about it. This is very strange to me as an American, although I've lived here for a very long time. I remember America very well. Why is it strange? Well, I had a heart attack and I stayed the 4 days in the hospital. I paid €40 for that stay, €10 a day for the hospital stay, that's it. Then my doctor, after I got out of the hospital, she kept me out of work until this starts and is finished. Here we hit that strangeness again. During this time where I'm out of work, my pay doesn't stop. I get paid my scheduled hours. And this second month, I get paid what my schedule would have been. I think they take the last 3 months and average that all out. How many hours you work, that's what you get paid. I believe that's how it is. In any case, here I am. And today I started 3 weeks of pretty intensive care. What they're going to do is there's a doctor assigned to me, nurses, physical therapists, and tomorrow morning I'll give them blood. I have to check my blood pressure and my pulse every morning, give that to them. Then I'll have breakfast, a European breakfast. Americans would call it continental. Then I start working out, which is really a good thing. So today I did an assessment with a nurse and I told her about all my other problems with my back. Pardon me. I've got one disc way down low that's not even there, one disc that's eating itself, and 4 other discs that are permanently slipped. They hurt all the time, which all causes problems. So it's been really difficult for me, even though I wanted to get back into working out in a productive fashion so that my body and my health would be better. Well, these people are going to help me do that. I'm down for it, you know. They're going to teach me how to eat, what I can eat, what I should be eating. Now, I have to stress, everything here is a recommendation. Coming here was a choice. You're not forced. You don't get any negative if you decide you can't do it, you don't want to do it. Your life is fine without going for 3 weeks. You can't leave home for 3 weeks. Whatever, there are no repercussions except on your health. You know, why do I talk about this? Well, I remember back home really well. I was there between 2012 and 2016 when I came back because of an illness that I could not afford to have cared for in America. I just couldn't afford it. Came back here and it cost me, I think I had 6 inches of intestine taken out, diverticulitis. There again, that cost me €50. Yeah, that was it. So that's kind of why I harp on this. You know, we can do better. And I've been told by some people, well, you're just showing off how good you got it. And I'm not. I'm not. And I'm not for the simple reason that if I could, I would give this to everybody back home. I would just, if I were the president and Congress and Senate and everybody else, if I had that kind of power, I would do this one for one in America. But that's dangerous. I have to tell you, the Germans who have all this wonderful care bitch about it all the time. It ain't good enough. They don't get the care they need. Oh my God, they have to pay €10 a day to go to the hospital. As an American, I'm like, what did you just say? And they're like, Germans are always like, well, we know what it's like where you're from. And I'm like, no, you don't. There are no German parents sitting here today worried that they can't take their kid to a doctor. That never, ever happens. Nobody is taking half medications because they can't afford all of the medications. That doesn't happen. You know, nobody is not going to a 21-day heart clinic that they need because they can't afford it. The social society has gotten in between that and made sure everybody can go. This is actually a right. This is one of my rights. After a heart attack, the doctor at the hospital says, I think this would do you good. Would you like to go? It's my right. Nobody can tell me no. My employer can't tell me no. And I guess what I'm trying in my own stumbling way to put across to you is that once a nation incorporates this level of care, everything changes. See, this has meant a lot of inconvenience for my employer. 2 months he had to replace me, okay? So that means in my line of work, he had to get an expensive subcontractor to take up my time, okay? That or screw with everybody else's schedule, try to fit where I'm not working. But I won't hear a word about that. All I've heard from my employer since my heart attack was get well, get better soon. That's it. And I think a lot of that is the philosophy behind the social construct, really. They believe that a population is made up of individuals. That individual should have every freedom that the state can possibly give them. Some freedoms, the freedom to murder, for example, you can't be given to people. Since the population is made up of individuals, if the individuals in that population are feeling well, healthy, then the population feels better and more healthy. So they work really hard to get everybody healthy. It's not intrusive. It's not. You know, there are things like small things that you wouldn't even think of. I get 1 tooth cleaning per year free just to try to promote the health of people's teeth. That's just the way it is. If you need more and it becomes a medical necessity, well, there's a way to get all that. You don't have to go through life sick. What makes me sick is hearing of older folks taking half of their insulin or half of their diabetes medications or half of their heart pills, half when they need it all. So what, they stay half healthy? Now, like I said, tomorrow, what do I have on my plan tomorrow? I have an EKG. I have group gymnastics at 9, an EKG after that. Then I get taught how to use the hydrojet, which I think is some kind of aqua massage. More training. Then I have my doctor's visit. And I have to walk for an hour. And then I have another, they're going to measure the pulse in my foot to see why my right leg cramps up when I walk. And then I go to the hydrojet massage. That's my day tomorrow. Basic training was harder, but I'm pretty sure that'll make me tired. The food, yeah. I did a long time in the U.S. Army. Whatever they feed me is fine. Why do I talk to everybody about this? Why do I think this is important? I think it's important because I come from the richest country in the world. Germany, to this day, has somewhere between 80 and 100 million people. That's it. It's all they have. And they managed to do this. You hear a lot about exorbitant taxes, but I've been told from a Texan that he paid more taxes in Texas than he would pay here. The veracity of that, I don't know. You know, things change. I haven't been home now since 16, but my taxes are not exorbitant, and they pay for all of this. It's kind of how it works. Right now, I'm not paying in because I'm not earning. I'm taking from the communal pot. But as soon as I get back to health, I'll start putting back into the communal pot. You know, there's just so much that goes along with that social. Like one of those things is vacation. Germans, oh my Lord, don't mess with their vacation. That is holy to them. I work as a security guard. I make $12, $20 something an hour. A little bit over minimum wage because my boss wants to attract people. Minimum wage is 12 for my career field, $12 an hour. And I can afford a car, I can afford an apartment, I can afford to live. And things are not price controlled, things are just cheaper. I don't know why. You would think with America's buying power, things would be more expensive here, but they're not. You know, when we came back in 16, we went from one supermarket to the other, from Portland, Oregon to Bremerhaven, Germany, and we saw things here were priced at about half. Why? An egg is an egg. Are American eggs that much more expensive to lay, produce? I think there's a good portion of greed in there. I really do. You know, it's like in Portland, Oregon, we had a 2-bedroom apartment, just a regular apartment, and we were paying $1,500 a month. The apartment I'm in now is on the ground floor. It's built of brick, not drywall. The walls are that thick. I have a terraza, you know. I pay with utilities 500 and I think it went up to 560 a month with my utilities. That includes people that come and do the little piece of lawn in the back. That includes people that come and they clean my hallway outside. That's people that come and take my garbage can out. I don't do that. And this is not exclusive. It's just cheaper. And much of that has to do with the social society. Okay? You don't have to grub after every dollar so bad. You know, when you have a family, children are expensive. Well, they pay you what they call Kindergeld, children money. We had 4 at one time at home. They paid us, I'd have to lie. It's been quite a while back now. I think it was 400 or 500 a month, maybe more. Why? Because kids are expensive. Who should the state help out if they're going to help out anybody? Young families. That's social, you know. Oh, this is getting long, isn't it? I better cut it short. I've preached enough for today. Thanks for coming by and listening to me. If you like what you've seen and heard, hit the like button. Subscribe if you will. It helps a lot. Oh, it's a pretty sundown. I wanted to try and show you. That's the view out of my window. There's a little lake back there. Got a bridge going across it. And the sun's going down. We'll talk more about these things. It's a matter near and dear to my heart, and not just the heart clinic here. I think we could do better back home. And that's why I talk about this, to try to give you back home, kitchen table people, an idea what you need to tell your politicians to do. Quit voting in those people that only care about your insurance company's profits. They're the wrong people. Quit voting them in. In any case, I'm going to be quiet now. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. I'm Old Man Cal. Bye now.